Good afternoon. It's a great honor to be here today. My name is Jamie Faith Kadi Sagisi, and I work as an attorney. I fight on behalf of families struggling to keep a roof over their heads, much as my parents and grandparents struggled to keep a roof over mine. What helped me do this was using my Earn IDA account to help pay for law school and to prepare for the California bar exam. Today, I practice law at Greenstein and McDonald, a civil litigation firm in the city. I represent low-income tenants against wrongful evictions, harassment, and severe habitability defects. My day's work can mean the difference between a family keeping their home or being forced on the street, between securing decent, affordable housing or living in substandard living conditions. I feel tremendous pride in the work I do and in my involvement in the Filipino community. Every morning, I wake up knowing that I do what I love and I love what I do, giving people a sense of power and helping them achieve that power. I decided to pursue a legal education not because of a desire to get rich or because of a distant set of ideals about the problems of the poor, but because I witnessed firsthand the effects of those problems in my community and also the instability in my own family. My family immigrated here in the 1960s from the northern part of the Philippines, Ilocos Norte. I was born here, the very youngest of my generation. I have one older sister and 30 plus cousins. Many of my family members had to join the workforce early and didn't have the opportunity to pursue an education. At home, my mom and dad often tried to hide our economic challenges, but there was no way to hide the fact that they worked religiously, many times juggling between multiple jobs just to give us a better life than they had known. Because they worked practically day and night, I was sent to live with my grandparents in Salinas, California by the age of 2. My grandparents were farmers who labored in the fields and worked the dry soil, bringing it to life. I can recall waking up at dawn to accompany them to the farmer's market where they sold vegetables. They, like my parents, never complained, but I know now what they did in order to support our family. My parents and grandparents endured arduous hours, poor working conditions, and constant uncertainty, but we were determined that I should never have to. They stressed that education was the key to achieving a better life and limitless opportunities. With their support and some financial help, and with the money I earned working 2 and sometimes 3 jobs while going to school full-time, I graduated from college with a double major. As a student, I began working in the South of Market community with immigrant seniors and low-income tenants, where a thriving Filipino community has survived decades of rapid economic change. Through my work, I discovered the power of an unyielding community that's organized. I was able to work with community groups, including the Veterans Equity Center, who still fights for Philippine World War II veterans' equity, Manila Town Heritage Foundation, and other community groups where tireless advocates fight to keep the Filipino community intact and to provide for a better life for those on the margins of society. There, amongst these remarkable elders, I was reminded of my family's own story of sacrifice and survival. I came to learn that many senior tenants and many low-income residents there face critical legal issues but have little or no legal representation and far less supporting Filipino legal language services. So my goal was to become a lawyer to help provide for those, like my family, who need the legal process most but do not have access to it. I had that desire, but I didn't have the financial plan. Even with loans and scholarships, I had to work throughout law school. In fact, most of the time I worked 2 part-time jobs while keeping a full-time load, which my academic advisors warned me was not a good idea. But at times, I do have to admit, I felt discouraged and frustrated. that I couldn't just solely focus on law school like many of my classmates who had trust funds set up for them or who were the grandchildren of federal judges and state attorney generals. And what made things worse was in my last year of law school, I was facing the reality of having to work while preparing for the bar, which all my advisors warned me was a recipe for failure. But I felt I had no other option until EARN. EARN helped me develop a solid savings plan and literally paid me to do it. With the money, I was given the opportunity to help pay for my last semester of law school, and it gave me exactly what I had hoped for, time where I could focus solely on studying for the bar without having to work. If I had worked while studying for the bar, I know now that the likelihood of success would have been severely diminished. As it was, I was one of only 5 people in my class of 70 to pass the bar after graduation that summer. Thank you. When my parents and grandparents worked such long hours, I knew they did it to give me the opportunity to do something that seemed unattainable, like graduating law school. I am proud to represent hardworking families like my parents and grandparents who sacrificed endlessly in order to support their families. And you can be proud of supporting an organization like EARN, who helps low-income families access the financial tools to create a solid foundation for themselves and for their families. Thanks to EARN, I am now the pit of all the lawyer jokes in my family and my friends, and I have stress levels higher than the Himalayas. But I am truly humbled to be part of people's lives and to be part of the process of finding solutions to their problems. Any success that I have, I know I do not have on my own. It is because of God, because of my family, including my parents who are here today, and in my community that helped me earn my Juris Doctorate degree. EARN helped provide the financial assistance, which I am truly and forever grateful. If I have the ability to make a difference in the lives of others, it's because EARN helped make a difference in mine. Justigina, thank you.